everybody's question. What does a separation mean?
Well, actually, it's hard to tell since even government is unable to answer that question. But I would assume that when he says separating militarily, that means ultimately the abrogation of the Mutual Defense Treaty, EDCA, DFA, and then the halt to all of the military cooperation between the Philippines and the US. I would assume that is what is meant by separating. If he says separating economically, that seems to imply that he will be cutting off the overseas development assistance, aid, and projects that are coming from the United States. That those are all and I'm not sure about this, but it also seems to imply that government will have to intervene in businesses and cut off these kinds of economic relations. Otherwise, I don't see any point of saying separating economically. Pero yun nga, it's hard to tell. Even the department secretaries cannot explain this
The palace said do not
announcement.
interpret what the separation means because
If we do not interpret it in any other way, then that's exactly what it means. It means cutting off. Because if we look at the dictionary, that is what separation means. You cut off from the US.
what do you hope for as a next step? Do you expect a paper? Do you expect policy?
If he's serious, then on the military side, he should start the process of abrogation of these defense treaties and alliances. Send the notice of termination of EDCAD, MDT, VFA, if he's serious. And then with respect to economic separation, then he should start the processes of what you call this, notifying that the Philippines will no longer accept and allow the operations of the USAID or any of these other affiliated organizations.
But if none of this happens, say in the next 3 months,
Then, if none of this happens, then we can say that it's all just actually posturing, pure and simple. Uh, it's a grand performance with no substance. I don't see at this point how that will help his credibility.
what do you hope, I guess, that separation means? Is it just posturing? Would you hope that it's
I would hope that it's posturing, of course, because it's easier said than done. And it has very serious far-reaching implications that cannot be made up for by $13 billion of promises. I mean, because that's all it is at this point. It's just a promise.
but you said at the expense of his credibility?
I would assume that when one postures, he or she accepts that that credibility is being placed on the line. So
So everyone will just have to wait and see.
yes, yes.